Hey, guess what? Time for, the thing we do. Right, Dave? Daverson?
Yeah, we're doing that D&D in Eastspire. Except we're not in Eastspire.
We're
We're
in
in the Feywild.
fucking space.
So, as a recap, because it's been like months since we played, because scheduling and vacation and other stuff. Uh, the party was celebrating Lucan deciding to become Ironwood, and we got sucked into the Feywild at the behest of Princess Dandelion, who thought, you know, if the Prince of Frost can call upon us for winter equinox, she can call upon us sometime in the summer to do some stuff. Didn't quite get the core concept that it was a holiday, but she decided to tell us to go do some shit for her. And we couldn't really go home until we did it. So we had to go find her slippers when she was getting built. Turned out to be cursed. The lady who stole them was dancing until her feet bled. We helped her get her shoes off. Returned the slippers. Now we're on our second task of Princess Dandelion to come and bring one of these weird pigs back to her for her party. It is called a... The hell is it called? It's like a suckling warthog or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's pretty much a pre-cooked slab of bacon running around. She suggested the horrible idea of joining the wild hunt to catch one of these elusive creatures. And we said, nah, man, we got a bunch of nature bros and wild hunt's bad news, so F that noise. So we've been doing pretty good about tracking down where one of these suckling warthogs should be. We're on a track to where we think we might be heading. And while we were on the way there, we were stopped briefly because there was a bunch of shoe elves, aka Eladrin, walking around with this tiger made of living jade.
All
And
right.
one of them walked up to us and handed us a ruby that was like fist size and told us we didn't see nothing. And our Daroth and some other people in the party took, problem with that. And so we killed them. And trees ate them. And now we have a giant jade tiger hanging around with us. So that's cool.
Cool.
Is the tiger our pet now? Or is it dead?
It's kind of a construct that's now following you around.
Oh, right. Okay.
It is aware that you helped it and freed it from whatever these guys are going to do with it. But it's kind of just this big, quiet, green statue following you around.
That's pretty metal.
Yeah, so statistically, in case anybody forgot or didn't write it down, it has statistics of a regular tiger. It has resistance to physical damage. It has AC 14. Doesn't need to eat, drink, or sleep, but healing is only half as effective against it because it's made of jade.
That's pretty cool.
Say that last part again.
Healing's only half as effective because it's not actually alive.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, how do you guys want to pick up the track of finding one of these warthogs?
Didn't we have a clue? Like, I rolled really well on survival, and we were like, oh, they like to hang around here.
Yeah, we definitely had a good idea of where they like to go, the kind of hedge paths a warthog might walk down, or where it might go to find water and food. And
Does the tiger know how to hunt warthogs?
I would say as a construct, it probably doesn't have a whole lot of active skill use. It's just more of a form of a tiger. Go maul that guy.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go sit on him.
I'll take it.
Because it probably weighs like 600 pounds.
Yeah, because it's made of fucking jade.
Yeah. You guys probably are on a good. I think I remember last time we were on a good track of we knew we were heading.
Mm-hmm.
So we can continue to do that. You guys can make an additional survival check to kind of make sure we don't get lost or go down the wrong path in this weird, stupid hedge maze.
Yay.
Yay! The barb.
Oh wait.
16's good enough. 17's better.
Yo,
I
whatever.
don't think you want me rolling.
That's fine. I'm not going to roll either because it's for these.
They see me rolling. They hate him.
All right. So you guys start making your way. You start seeing some signs of one of these pigs that have been rooting around. I remember last time we knew they like truffles. So you can see some dug up truffles and pig tracks. You guys also start hearing some noises off in the distance that are pretty commonly, occurring around stories of the wild hunt. So you're hoping they're not hunting the same thing you guys are?
That might not go well.
No. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to try to quickly hurry up and find the pig? Do you want to hide and let the hunt go by? Do you want to try talking to them and find them out?
I say we find the pig and ignore the wild hunt, and they can go on their merry way.
Yeah,
Sure.
works for me.
What was that?
So we're just going to ignore them and try to find the pig.
All right.
Well,
Make
unless
one
other
more.
people have opinions.
I'd say make either perception or survival check.
Perception.
Natty.
Oh, shit.
All right. 2 natties. So you guys find like a little alleyway between a bunch of these little hedges. And you can actually find, with 2 natties, you find the pig actually passed out taking a nap.
Well, shit.
Let me see
Do we
if I
have a
can find
rogue?
Ooh, I can animal friendship.
We're eating it.
He
Well.
doesn't have to know that.
Savage.
Ugh.
Bam.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking they were huge.
That's probably smaller than it is, but it's a warthog.
I mean, warthogs are that looks pretty big. It's like taking up 2 squares still, so.
Where,
Yeah, it's like horse size.
Where is it?
For some reason I was thinking barn size.
Oh, it's up in the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay, cool.
I don't think there's a pig or a warthog in the monster manual.
This is weird. It's not letting me zoom out. Oh, there we go. God damn it, roll 20. Why are you like this?
We gave you real money tokens, but you can't zoom out in most browsers.
Dave, there is a boar.
Ah,
Yeah, that's probably what you're looking for.
There we go.
Boar giant.
Giant boar?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm a giant boar.
Yeah, I'm saying it's probably
Yeah,
the
it's pretty boring.
statistics of a giant boar. But you guys, because it's sleeping, can get a surprise round on this thing, and it's probably not going to be very hard for you guys to take it out, especially if you just like walk up and stab at the.
Or animal friendship thee?
I mean, you can animal friendship it and have it follow you around, but you also hear the wild hunt around.
Yeah.
Can we just like tie it?
You can.
Is anyone good at rope?
I could survival check.
Which one is
Animal handling?
targeting skills?
That would probably fall under survival.
It might just be a dexterity check.
Also, I could talk to it because I could talk to animals.
Or would that be under sleight of hand?
I think that's under sleight of hand for.
Yeah, I think sleight of hand for a very good knot, or I guess you could also make a straight dex check.
I got sleight of hand, so
I think animal handling for like trussing up a pig also does make a little bit of sense.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
depends on what if you're trying to bind it so it can't run away. I would say Dex, sleight of hand. But if you're trying to just like put a collar on it or like a bridle and drag it around, I would say animal handling. But
Oh, I have a very high animal handling.
I have
we
a
have
pretty
anyone who
decent
has
sleight
a
of
feat?
hand.
I am proficient in animal handling.
My sleight of hand is mediocre.
I've got a +6.
I
have
got
a
also have a
plus- I
+6
have
to
a
sleight of
+6.
hand.
We can do this as a group.
Or how about I aid Brent and give him advantage?
Yay!
Cool.
Yeah. use
Oh
the game
damn!
mechanic. Yeah, you fucking tie that pig up.
We can find like a long branch and then like kind of bring it like you tie up its legs and then we hoist it up like we've caught it
Yeah.
Yeah.
and carry it back down.
I will also point out our giant jade tiger likely can carry this thing easily.
Sweet.
Or we could do that.
Hold on, I want to know.
He can
Because I
help
like-
if he wants to.
Hold on.
I don't want to force the Jade Tiger to do anything, because that thing will probably eat my face.
Okay, so the jade tiger's light load is 510 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, it's probably good.
Hey, ask the tiger if he wants to help.
Hey Tiger, you want to help?
Kind of shrugs and trundles over.
Thanks.
It
Sweet.
doesn't even have the ability to talk back, but it seems to understand common fine.
Thanks, tiger bro.
All right, we haul it up on its back and head back as quickly as possible.
All right. You
That
guys
was
start.
incredibly easy. One of us might have died.
So you guys duck and weave between a couple different roads and alleyways just to make sure you lose the sight of the hunt, just to kind of, make sure we're rushing back the way we want to go, but make sure we're not going back right the way we hear them coming. As we do, we come out into the middle of a very busy road. There's some strange festival taking place. Everyone in the street is wearing masks of one kind or another. And they look at you guys and gasp that you don't have masks on yourselves.
Daroth just lets the the life effect fade from his face. So he's got like the skeletal, not quite alive dragonborn look. It's like, look, I've got a mask.
Yeah, so you see a mixture of someone starts clapping because they think it's a really good disguise. Someone looks disgusted, and another person just looks like, no, that's actually an undead, and that's disgusting.
Literally the whole gamut of reactions.
Yeah.
Like, you see, there's enough people around, like, you get those gambits, but it's like, you fooled a couple people that looks like, oh, you put on the undead look, and there's other people that are like, no, that's actually.
I'm just smiling at everyone,
Yeah.
having a good time.
Shard does have a mask, so he puts it on.
I wrap a shirt around my face, and then I cast light on it so it glows.
Okay.
I poke 2 holes in a leaf and then I put it on my face.
Okay. Does Lucan or
I apparently have a disguise kit, so
Oh, nice.
I just dig into that.
you just like war paint yourself?
You put on a fake mustache.
Yes, the fakest mustache.
Then
Outstanding.
Lionel, do you do anything?
God. Got nothing in my inventory to be helpful for this.
Don't you have like a helmet or something? Or is that just in your artwork? I'm gonna say just like flip your visor down or something.
I think it's just in the artwork.
Oh, okay.
grab. See if I can grab like a sack or some kind of bag and just quickly poke a couple holes in it.
So, since everybody did something, no one outwardly refused these Fae. You kind of get swept up in a little bit of the singing and dancing down the street, but you guys are overall led in the way you wanted to go. And you seem that, if anybody from the Wild Hunt was trying to track you, you definitely lost in the crowd at this point.
Nice.
Yay. That was an easy encounter, but there's funny things if people start saying, no, this is stupid.
You can't just say no to Faye.
Yeah.
That's what this module is about. It's like, all right, you know your way around the Feywild. Don't do these things. All right. You actually are bringing her the thing. So you guys are gonna head right back to the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's stuff in here for like if you guys decided to just buy a pig.
How delicious does this friggin' pig smell?
It smells pretty good. Like it smells like freshly cooked bacon, and it's like sleeping and breathing right now.
Like we didn't even wake it up.
It realized it got tied up and started freaking out, and then it just like, all right, well, this is dumb.
Awesome.
All right, so you guys bring it back to Princess Dandelion. She's actually very pleased, especially considering you guys caught a suckling warthog without actually killing it, which gives you guys a little bit of extra reputation with her because she's like, oh, the Wild Hunt would have just killed it and brought.
I tell her that you should have. It was awesome. Daroth wrestled the thing.
Daroth realizes he forgot to put his face on and puts his face back on.
She doesn't look surprised that you were undead, but she does look appreciative that you've put a more formal skin on.
Oh yeah, should we take our quote-unquote masks off at this point?
We probably did as we're coming in.
Yeah.
Because they probably wouldn't let us in with like random masks.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Sackhead, you're not coming into the palace. All right, so you guys retrieved the suckling warthog. She's very happy. And she admits she's been preparing to host a feast and party for visiting Archfey and other Fey nobility. And she'd like you all to assist her in the party-going activities. So, you guys can tell that mortals from the material plane are considered oddities in the Feywild. Princess Dandelion obviously wants to show you guys off a bit. You can kind of tell you guys also have been on enough with her. You can make it clear that this is to test your resolve and grace under pressure. She has various jobs for everyone. Lucan, as a new member of the Misty Kingdom, closest to Fey heritage, and having saved a Fey Sarni from a dark god, he is kept at Dandelion's side pretty much throughout the party. So like you're just like you're on this duty, and she just like points to right next to her. You're here.
You're the boy toy for the night.
Apparently.
Yeah, you're the arm candy.
Easy job.
Shard, she seems to know far too much about him already, and has him go off and consult with her party planners to compare notes. And then is told that he's going to be showing off some of his skills later in the evening. You're happy about that, but okay. Kantos, you are asked to sing or perform.
Okay. I'm not really the singing type. I'm more of the motivational speaking type. But I'm sure I can cook up a war story or two.
Patton in front of the flag.
Hand, like, yes.
Pull a whole Patton in front of the flag.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's absolutely what I'm gonna do. Confuse the fuck out of a bunch of Fae.
It's more of a poetry slam.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They're going to be very confused, but highly motivated.
Yes.
Okay.
It's more interpretive.
Lionel Johnson, is asked to be on part of security and to go on, it's going to be in armor, armed, and walking around the party, keeping an eye on things.
No problem.
Thorncaller. She wants you to be essentially a drink server.
Oh man, I'll do it.
Yeah. And then Daroth is asked to just be a busboy, to be quiet and avoid angering any of the partygoers.
Daroth makes no promises.
That's what she figured. But you can tell that the undead are not very welcome in the Feywilds, and she's like, picking up the refuse should be enough. Like,
Apparently druids aren't either.
Harsh.
yeah, there's some social stigma. Mostly you being a druid is a positive, but you being a Goliath kind of neutralizes that as well.
Okay.
At least that's what you're kind of picking up, is you're like, oh, giant stone dude from the mountains. And they're like, yeah, but you're not like Fey.
I'm confused how that's a problem, though.
The Fey are weird, and they're just like, hey, people that are more like us are cool. So yes, they are a little bit like white supremacists, but they're not quite full on what you were talking about earlier. So we all get our little stations. So there's going to be some little character interactions here and there, so this shouldn't be.
Can I serve drinks as a monkey butler? Can I wild shape into a monkey and then like serve drinks as a monkey?
You can ask her if that's okay.
What I ask her that, and I say it like, would people feel more comfortable with me being there as an animal?
She thinks just you as yourself would be fine.
Okay.
If you start, maybe if you drop a drink or two, you may want to change form as a backup.
Because I can be a monkey butler.
She appreciates it, but she's like, your normal physical form would probably be best suited.
Okay. I guess I could carry an absurd amount of drinks because of strength.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just reading what other stuff's coming up. So thusly a little bit ahead, you guys take your different positions. Shard is off kind of giving his 2 cents to the party planner. But then you see him whisked off out back for a little bit, and he comes back out. And he has like all his throwing knives. And they've tried to somehow like trussle up his normal dark outfit with some color to make him look more like a normal entertainer. And they expect him to just be throwing knives and stuff.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Turning into a carnival.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty much like the carnival act over in like one corner. Okay, so while we're there, the party starts and party goers start coming and filtering in. So Brent, are you going to start doing your patent?
Yeah. How do you want me to do that?
I mean, you can roll a performance to see how well it goes over.
All right. So I think I'm actually going to tell them the tale of Orkbolg, the slayer of goblins.
Okay.
So performance, which actually is not that great on me. Huh.
For the lulls, I'm going to move us into the.
That's not very good. Apparently, they don't like talk of slaying goblins.
Is that? I feel like your skill roll should be higher.
I'm not proficient in that.
Are you not proficient in performance?
No.
As a bard, you're not proficient in performance?
I told you, I'm a motivational speaker. Persuasion is my main thing. I have a +9 in that.
So persuade people that you're good at performing.
Okay. See, that's way better.
You persuade everyone that has a very good story on the material plane.
Yes, yes.
Um,
They probably don't. They don't deal with goblins much here, do they?
they know what goblins are.
Okay, maybe I'll do one about the red caps next.
Yeah. So after the story of the Goblin Slayer, a female Fae walks up, and she starts prying you for more stories on Mortal Wars.
Mortal Wars.
Yeah,
Oh, I can tell you all about Mortal Wars.
particularly stories of war and combat.
Yeah. I tell her how I was a mercenary for the Black Dragon Company. Fought wars for kings and lords and rebels who had money. Going to roll more stuff?
No, that's good. You've got her attention for
Okay.
now.
Okay.
You could roll a appropriate knowledge check to figure out who she is, or ask her who she is.
Okay. What would be the knowledge?
This is all fake crap. So I'd say either Arcana or Nature.
Okay. Well, I have Arcana, so let me do that. Nope.
All right. She doesn't introduce herself, but if you want to later on, you can try to find out who she is.
Yeah, I'll probably bug her later after I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't even get your name.
Daroth,
What's up?
while you are picking up stuff from the first course of appetizers and kind of trying to, stay quiet like you were told to, you see a fawn, like a satyr, and you've been noticing he's been hitting on all the ladies all night. From even just the party's just started and he's already talked to every girl and tried to hit on them.
He thirsty, yo.
Seriously.
So you can tell that things are not going well, and for whatever reason he sees you picking up some leftover little plates, and he walks up to you and asks you for love advice.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll deception,
Oh no.
and let's see how that goes. All right. Daroth spins a story of how you pick up chicks. It's totally facetious. He totally made it up right here on the spot. He has no idea what he's talking about. But he's quite, convincing that this is the way you do it.
He looks at you with enraptured eyes, like this guy somehow has figured out the code. And he scuttles off waiting for a new lady to enter the party because he's going to try that.
That's
Okay.
going to be a problem.
Probably. Should I give precepts for that? I don't know.
We're going to come back to it. It's going to be fine.
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to see. All right, so Steve, while you're walking around Lady Dandelion, a little gremlin, which is not quite like a goblin, but a gremlin, that has a little monocle and a little hat and little leather work gear, sees that you're powered by arcane energies now, and after Princess Dandelion introduced you, he wants to try to talk shop about magic and wizardiness with you.
I could do a little bit of that. I'm not super expert, but
Like an Arcana check or something like that to kind of just make sure you're talking shop and staying with his level of, because
apparently I'm distracted tonight.
you are a little distracted being on the arm of an archfey, and he just starts going down a rabbit hole of arcane engineering and stuff right off the bat, and he kind of loses you.
Yeah,
You're like, I know how to cast magic, but what the fuck are you talking about?
I understand a fair amount of things, but I'm sort of a little bit of every. I know a little bit of a lot of things, but not a lot about the thing he's talking about, apparently.
Yeah. He looks excited to kind of meet you and check out your cool little Iron Man chest piece, but he's like, all right, and he looks for other academics to go pick their brains with. So Shard deals with a true elf who starts kind of just heckling him as he's throwing knives and doing stuff. Like,
Yes.
Don't heckle the guy throwing knives. That's the worst idea ever.
So, ironically, his throws are perfectly, like, Shard's throws are dead on. They're perfect. And this guy's just being, like, an a-hole for no reason. And Shard's largely just trying to ignore him.
Are you like juggling swords and shit?
No, I'm mostly just throwing knives, occasionally doing an acrobatic feat like a flip or something. He's not really an actor. Like, he might have been trained by a circus guy on how to throw knives, but he didn't actually do the performance part.
Yeah.
So he's definitely much more stinted. He's like, yeah, I hit the thing. Plat. I don't know what you expect me to do here.
It's like I kill things. What do you expect?
All right. Johnson, you are met by someone who looks a lot like Steve.
Like identical?
It is a Sylvari. He introduces himself as Guard Captain Branchlord. He seems like a dour, humorless, like soldier who speaks in a low monotone. But like, Steve and Dandelion walk by, and every time she hears him talk, she kind of starts chuckling for no apparent reason. Yeah, he's mostly coming over to say hello and, talk about what you've been doing for your little bit of security detail as you're now effectively auxiliary to his forces.
I give him a full briefing.
He's very appreciative of the professional manner that you come back, and he gives you a little salute, and he kind of goes off and continues to talk to someone else in his very low monotone voice.
I let out a sigh of relief that he's gone and not boring me.
So that guy's like in charge of security?
He looks like one of the guard captains.
For here?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but you might be a little caught off guard that you're like, there's a Sylvari who is permanently living in the Feywild as a guard to an Archfey. That's weird.
Could I make an insight check to see if he seems legit as a guard captain for here?
Sure. He seems overly legit and committed to his duty. Just unlike Lucan, who has a much more realistic humanoid personality, he seems to kind of like being very dry, to the point, doesn't put a lot of inflection in his voice.
Fair enough. All right. Other fun stuff that happens. So, Brent, eventually, the lady you're talking to, do you ever ask her name?
Yeah.
So she is Leilandra, a archduchess of the Summer Court.
Oh,
So she's an archfey.
okay.
But she eventually gets enough of her gory story need fulfilled. And she goes off and,
Wait, I haven't told you about the time we threw cheese at someone.
She's like, that's very interesting, but I have something I need to do. And you can make a perception check.
Okay.
See what she's off to do.
What are you going to do?
Oh, it's persuasion, man.
Oh, I thought... Sorry.
That also works,
I mean, that could work.
I swear I heard
don't see her
persuasion.
do this, but considering we're gonna recon that you said, "Where are you going? What you doing?"
Wait. I didn't finish the cheese story.
So she comes up and kind of whispers in your ear, and she's like, Dandelion's my cousin, but she's kind of a brat, so I'd like to maybe teach her a little bit of a lesson. So I'm gonna go have a little bit of fun, and you can kind of now that you know what you're seeing, she's going off and slightly sabotaging a couple things around the party.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna get in the way of that.
Yeah, you're not my problem.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm not gonna get between two archfey. No, thank you. I want to live.
Yeah. But similarly, because I pre-roll some of the stuff ahead of time, as she walks away, you turn around to go back up to your little stage to hopefully not have, hopefully do another little speech. But a different woman catches your arm.
Popular over there.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a bard. So
I'm fucking beautiful.
Beautiful. She looks very different than everybody else here at the party. Where a lot of these people are bright and floral and all this other stuff. She's much more darker colors, like whited out hair.
Uh-oh. Winter court.
Yep. And so she introduces herself as Lurvana.
Lurvana.
Ask her if she's starting a band.
Does she smell like Teen Spirit?
She might. You can make a a wisdom save.
Wisdom. Nope.
Okay, this isn't a real save, but it was more of a just to see how well she affects you. To you, she is pure, unbridled sexual desire made flesh.
Right.
You look at her and you're like, hot damn. And so she looks to you, she kind of grabs your arm, pulls you close, and she's like, all this small talk is overly tedious. Let's go somewhere else and have some fun.
I'm like, I'm kind of seeing somebody right now.
She assures you that's no problem.
All right, I'll leave you guys in my will, I guess. Bad decisions, ho!
Hold on, I want to roll something. Okay. Making a note for later.
Oh, God. That
All right,
bodes
so
well.
you disappear from the party. She's in Winter Court, Archfey. She has her own little set of powers, so she allows you to slip away unnoticed.
Neat.
So to the rest of us, one by one, a wood elf woman comes up and introduces herself. Bellataka. She, is curious about the material plane. She's visited a few times, but she's, grown up her whole life in the Feywild. So she, picks out, each of us to kind of just get small little stories in material plane, what our backstory is. She doesn't go up to Lucan, and every time Lucan and Dandelion get close, she totally gives Dandelion the stink eye.
Brutal.
So does anyone refuse to talk to her, first of all?
Would I have a reason to?
No, I was just... If you decide for your whatever reason your character is like, I'm not talking to this lady.
No.
Okay. Anyone who wants to can make an insight check when they talk to her. Damn. Shard knows what's up. Shard doesn't care. Gary knows what's up.
Character sheet, where'd you go?
So reason they're hiding me for security.
Does she actually come over and talk to me, or does she stay away?
She avoids you because you're near Dandelion.
That's what I kind of figured.
You can kind of see this lady talking to everybody else, but then kind of just, oh, hey, how are you? Like whenever Dandelion gets close. And goes off to like another crowd.
Gotcha.
All right. So Gary or Johnson and I both can tell this lady is a total party crasher. She is not supposed to be here. She's here as a kind of a biting her thumb to Dandelion.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm security, so I guess I should kick her out.
You want to say anything?
I'd go up to her and say, "Ma'am, I don't think you belong here."
And so she eyes you up and down. You're in armor. You have a big weapon. You're one of the material plane guys that she's been interested in talking with. And she goes, "Tell you what, let's have a duel." And she says it really loud to draw everyone's attention.
I don't know your ways very, very much, but I accept.
Excellent. I can just do...
This ain't gonna go well.
This is probably gonna go very, very poorly.
Sorry, maybe it's just to the cut or something.
We can dream.
Wow, that person came out really weird.
I mean, that's one way to get us kicked out of Feywild.
Maybe would it be rude to turn down a duel in the...
Okay, let me do a initiative counter of 2 people. Come on. Excellent. All right, she goes first. And she does... Does a 16 hit you in armor? I'm guessing no.
Shouldn't. My thing seems a little off, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at your sheet right now. I'm like, your AC is not 11.
Yeah, because I had a plate mail, I think.
All right, you had the special plate. So, yeah, yours is like a 19. So she misses. And as she swings at you, and she's like, "Fight to half hit points, no magic," and stating the rules as she's already diving at you.
Am I allowed to make up rules too?
I mean, you can try, but that's just what she says. And you can see some of the Fae are now, like, you know, doing the fight circle and, like, looking around, and they're, like, eating crudité, and they're like, okay, cool. finally
Quite
some
good.
food.
Quite good.
Quite
Yes.
good. Bloodshed, perhaps.
Some Fae that looks suspiciously like an elven Teddy Roosevelt is like, bullet for you!
So it doesn't use a magic slot. Is it considered magic?
Well, what are you trying to do?
It's my turn.
Doing your oath, I don't think it would count as an outward magic, but it would something if you did like a smite would probably be.
I'll do a Oath of Vengeance to gain advantage on her for 1.
Excellent. That will hit.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
If I make a 5-foot adjust, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Not if you don't leave her reach.
What is she attacking me with?
She has a longsword.
Yeah, I'll stand my ground.
Okay. She misses again. You're able to either parry her attack or just like deflect it off a gauntlet. Yeah, she does not like that. She's like, oh god, you hit me. She gets a little bit more desperate. She swings. She actually does a crit. Which is...
You add an extra D, whatever her weapon is.
Yeah, so she does 18 to you.
Yikes.
But she's not looking... If it's the half hit point, she's not looking good.
Yeah, I'm not half yet. Let's see if I can win this. Damn it.
She's getting determined. She sidesteps the halberd. Not to help you out, but aren't we at a level now where you have 2 attacks?
Yeah, don't you have extra attack?
Oh, shit, I think you might be right.
Yeah, if we're 5th level, you have extra attack.
That'll hit, and that brings her to half. So she concedes. She's very excited that... She actually seems excited that you kicked her ass. She's like, all right, that's impressive. And then she kind of throws her sword down, and like it sticks between 2 tiles. And she's like, thank you, everybody. Good night. She's like, leaves. She just like caused this big uproar and had a duel. And she's like, all right. We're all kind of shaking our, like scratching our head of exactly why she did that. But
I guess I'll just ask Dandelion, like, what the hell was that?
just like, you know, she just looks at it as like some child acting out.
Okay.
I'll grab her sword that she thrust into the ground and offer it to, what's her face?
Dandelion?
Yes, Dandelion.
Yeah, she kind of takes it and like hands it off to one of her Silver Knight bodyguards, and they like add it to like some random, like there wasn't a sheath there, but now there's a sheath there. And they just like pretty much absorbed the sword into their arsenal. And it's like, all right, that was weird.
I'm gonna give myself a body massage. Lay on hands, back to full health.
Nice. All right.
I like the idea that you make it weird though. You're like rubbing yourself, like, ah, that feels good.
You can't not make lay on hands weird.
Yeah.
Like lay on hands is like yes, it makes perfect sense, but it's weird.
You think of it as like a bro pat, right? Like it's like, all right, we got this.
Yeah, but glowy.
Well, like it's supposed to be like the medieval paintings where it's like some saint is like putting their hand on your forehead or like grasping your cheeks and like you're healed with divine energy. Where we all see it as like I lick my finger and just rub it down your cheek and all of a sudden you're back to full hit points. And it's like, that was really creepy. And like, it's just how it works, man. And it's like, no, it's not how it works.
Lay on hands.
I can also picture someone just being a dick paladin and like flicking their friend on the forehead and like they get healed. And, like...
That's the
Ow.
evil paladin.
You like flick their ear or something. You're healed.
Like, ow, I feel better.
Wet Willy. The Wet Willy of health.
Yeah, it's a fun character flavor on how they do their lay on hands.
Be a
Asking
nature
for a
paladin.
high five, doing a fist bump.
So now that we have all these methods, which way do you do?
I unleash healing bees. They're like regular bees, but it feels good when they sting you.
I meant Josh, but that too.
What was your question?
So how do you lay on hands?
Very subjectively.
Did you say subjectively?
Suggestively.
Oh, okay.
The idea that you just like do the like rapper, like grab your balls. Like, all right,
Carry D's nuts.
You
Don't
can
you think more like comes
only
up behind you and gives you like that friendly shoulder rub?
you can only lay on hands on the crotchal area.
And the buttocks.
That's the only way it works.
All right. Anyway, enough of that random tangent.
Yes.
All right. As for random tangents, to wrap up the random events that are going to occur, Shard's back to trying to perform. The guy who was just heckling him looks like he's had several drinks over the course of this evening and is now like weepy and like, I'm sorry, I was such a jerk. You're actually very good at this. And like, Shard's just like, what is wrong with this guy?
Do I not have the power to cut people off?
You could try. But before you do, actually, thank you for reminding me that I had another sheet of random events that I forgot to go through. There's only that happened. All right, Thorncaller. Before you see this guy and decide to go take away the rest of his drinks, one of the other attendants asks you to come and help them with a problem.
Okay.
So it leads you out to the balcony, and there is a topiary beast, which is like a living plant, like bush, in the shape of a wolf that is limping.
I try and talk to it.
Yeah, you're able to talk to it, and it's just like, dude, I got like a giant sharp rock in my paw, and it totally sucks.
Oh, I can help you with that.
And so it comes over and gives you its paw. You can make a knowledge nature or medicine or whatever the heck you want to do. It's not very difficult. It's a giant plant. Yeah, you get that rock out. You pat him up. Maybe give him a little bit of water to help regrowth. He's very happy. Kind of gives you a very dry, leafy tongue lap on the side of the face. And it goes off, kind of bounds off into the distance, and then you see it like squat and like put up guard post again out on like the balcony, like the edge of the gardens. And so the guy that came out and got you was like, dude, that was awesome. We didn't know how to deal with that thing that was just whining at me.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
I'll have to make some booties. So it didn't happen again.
Okay.
All of the guard topiaries have booties. Fantastic.
Okay. That is it for the random events. Does anybody have anything they want to do specifically during the party?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Other than
Was-
people watch.
Was there anything anyone like requested me to like ask Dandelion while I was stuck by her side?
So a lot of them are very interested in your cool glowy chest piece, which you can tell them as much or as little as you want.
Well, I was wondering what our party, if they had prepped me with any questions to
Oh,
ask her. I kind of forgot to ask at the beginning.
Shard had not, but if anybody else had any questions, they can.
Mm.
Nothing.
So when you gonna send us back?
Yeah.
So if you do ask that one question, she's like, I have one more thing, and then I'll send you back on your way. Which is probably a good lead into the last part of the party. So overall, the party goes off fairly well. Like the duel was seen as some weird part of entertainment and not as a major disruption of someone getting a middle finger.
The bard is
Landor
missing again.
Huh?
The bard is missing again.
The bard's missing again, but they're not that surprised. Some of us can maybe overhear some conversation that, oh, it's kind of good the Winter Court lady's gone.
Rough.
Lelandra, the one that wanted to sabotage the party, you notice like very small things are slightly wrong, like because of her doing, but like not enough that anyone would attribute it to her, nor would anyone really care. Like a hot plate of new hors d'oeuvres comes out and it's a little too cold.
What is she, Professor Chaos?
Oh yeah, she's like, it's like you like start seeing the level of pettiness that this lady has gone through. Of like, all right, she's done pretty much nothing, but she's been very busy at doing it. Like there's little tiny things. It's like she knocked this party down from a 5-star affair to like a 4, 4.5.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, for this dandelion, considered the soiree a success. No one was killed, and the opinion of her in the summer court hasn't drastically lessened. And she got to show off some, mortals from the material world. She claims that she has one last task for us to do this evening. A different satyr than the one we dealt with, who got slapped shortly afterward. Follow up with, like, you see a couple ladies filter in, and he starts talking to them, and all of a sudden he just gets like slapped to the ground at one point. And he kind of gets up and like goes off to the little boys' room or whatever, and it takes a while for him to come back, and he looks like he was crying or something.
Aw, poor
Rough.
guy. If he comes back, I apologize and say it must not have worked because they weren't Dragonborn. I swear that would have worked on a Dragonborn.
And he's like, And you can see him like making a mental note to go find where Dragonborn women are.
I may have done a bad thing to some cousins of mine. Sure, that's not true. I don't have any cousins anymore. That's sort of the motivating part of this character.
I got nothing to lose ever.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Brent is still AWOL, but Princess Dandelion says there's a satyr nobleman, a scion of a summer courthouse, that she thinks is kind of a hopeless cause, which you having just dealt with another one are like, I hope he's not the same. His name is Bo, and he suffers from inability to be charming or appealing to women. He's a sad, lonely, isolated, and overly nervous nerd. Which is exactly what the module says. Princess Dandelion wants you all to set him up on a date and hopefully find true love. She admits she doesn't really think such a feat is possible, but it amuses her greatly to see, us help give him a try. She set up a carriage outside, and he's waiting for us. And we're pretty much going to take him out for a night on the town to see if we can give him any romantic advice and help.
Rule 1, be attractive. Rule 2, don't be unattractive.
You're not here.
I know.
You're very busy doing things that we cannot talk about on the stream.
Well,
You're busy doing the things we're trying to teach the satyr about.
yes.
No,
Come
he's
find
doing
me. I'll
stuff
give him.
that, like,
I'll give him a
in the
hands-on
1917s.
demonstration.
I didn't know Winterfell were into that. Jeez.
I don't know what they're into.
Yeah, probably.
I'm finding out though.
Yeah, you're finding out that maybe the winter court's a little rougher in the sack than you would expect. It's not unpleasant, but
When's it gonna be my turn?
What? What?
You remember that Family Guy episode
I do not.
No.
with Cleveland having sex with his wife?
Oh, jeez. All right. When was that after the Y2K apocalypse? And he had
I don't
Quagmire
remember
fused
that.
to him or something.
No, it was something. Maybe.
I don't know. But anyway,
anyway, you have the mosaic pixelization all over you for the next several hours.
what?
Like, you are blurred for a while. All of your activities are too sensitive for mortal eyes.
Oh, gotcha.
His actions are being censored.
Yes.
Yeah.
The FCC is having a fit.
Like, this is like NC 17 plus. Like, this is 1700. This lady's an archfey. She's old. She's experienced. She knows what's up.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we go out for a couple drinks with this satyr. You guys meet him. He's kind of short for a satyr. He's a little overweight. He's a little socially awkward. You guys want to talk to him? Get any info out of him?
I got nothing I can really help him with.
I don't know.
I talked to him about.
I'm only good with animals.
I talked to him about
kinda
God.
half
Arion.
There's like hold your hand out flat and give pats on the head.
Put a sugar cube in it.
I mean, you could theoretically go
In
the
your
full
hand.
husbandry thing on this. It's like, you're half goat. Goats do this.
So maybe only do half of
I
that.
pull out some of those pellets that you feed goats. And,
Oh my
and be
God.
like, these work sometimes.
So I guess we're stuck in the Feywild for a while.
We're supposed to take him out for a night on drinks, and then we're good. So, Dandelion was kind of like, he may be a lost cause, but while you guys are here, you can also kind of tell, like, a lot of these little tasks are somehow amusing to her, where it's like, ha, you get to watch this unfold.
Gotcha.
So I'll use my DMPC for once and actually be like, ask him to talk about himself. So he seems to have a little bit of social anxiety and like difficulty talking to people. He's very much a book nerd. He reads a lot. He likes to write his own poetry and song, but never shares it. He finds one of his problems that makes him even more awkward is that he, becomes infatuated too quickly. And that, then he feels rejected, that someone he feels so strongly about rejects him. So we get to our first bar. What do you guys want to do to help him?
Well, we gotta see what he's working with right now. So we gotta do some role playing in that. Show me what you got.
Okay.
So, since I always seem to end up being the center of attention, does that happen again? In which case, then I just hang really close to him and try my best to act like he's my friend, and as such, sort of like get people to talk to him, or at least give him the opportunity to talk.
You gonna wingman for him?
Gonna try my best.
Got a strong wingman. That's a good plan. He tries talking to Thorncaller and showing what he's working with, but it's awkward because it's not actually a woman that he's talking to. And I rolled a 7 for his charisma check to give you any indication.
I'll just preface this with my charisma is a -1, so it should be very interesting for me.
I'm looking at what my character can do at all, but yeah, this is just funnier. So you're wingmanning. Does anyone give him any pointers on things to talk about or play the silent game and like?
I tell him to avoid talking about his parents.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rush into anything, and don't act too eager.
He nods like he
And-
knows the not to be too eager, and he's like, yeah. So
And also be confident. You gotta believe in yourself.
If you can't believe in yourself, believe in me who believes in you.
I'm just picturing, oddly in my head, the Disney Hercules animated movie with Phil.
Oh,
Of like short, bald satyr, lives on his own.
sounds like Danny DeVito.
So
Yeah.
I thought it was Jason Alexander.
No, it's Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito? Oh, okay.
Otherwise, he'd be like, I got no idea, Hercules, no idea.
Huh.
Anyway, that was my Costanza. So yeah, you guys want to roll? I guess anyone who's giving him advice can give either an intelligence or a charisma check.
All right.
Oh yay! I never get to roll intelligence saves. We actually give him some decent advice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, check us out.
I'm gonna roll this one and roll 20 just to see.
I tell him he needs to pray more.
Have you tried prayer?
Okay, so the 16's better. That was his first. We effectively gave him advantage on his like trying to go talk to someone.
Okay.
And so he does actually go off and he actually has a conversation for a while. And then I should roll these things in chat because these actually don't matter that much. In fact, eventually he doesn't quite, he strikes out, but he seems to have gained some confidence that he was able to hold a conversation with someone for like 5 minutes.
See, our strategy's working. You're doing better already.
Strategy is working. So, in the interest of time, and because this isn't the most exciting level of D&Ding, other parts of this Feywild adventure were what we wanted to get through. We kind of go through the evening. He does a little bit better, a little bit worse. Some places we end up going to like a different bar. And then he ends up, feeling like, he may not have found the love of his life, but he at least feels like maybe we actually taught him something and he might actually be okay.
Okay. I thought I didn't have any spells, but I just looked through my spell list and we could have cast suggestion on someone. You have a really good night.
I mean, I have command.
Yeah, let's not get into the...
That's when we discover they all have spell resistance and do not appreciate any of that.
I mean, I would just command them to talk.
Yeah.
So we can either spend the rest of the night and sleep off whatever drinks we had, or we can press Dandelion when we get back to get the hell out of here.
I guess it depends on if we find Kantos.
You don't see him immediately when you get back.
I think we wait for Kantos.
All
Much
right.
appreciated.
Actually, my other
Right.
question was going to be, did anyone notice him leave?
I feel like we know he left, but none of us were surprised.
Yeah.
So morning comes, we all stagger down to breakfast in one level of either hungover or okay, or in Kantos' case, his hair is messed. He seems to be wincing a little bit. You're not quite sure why. But he seems to be a mixture of in pain and kind of satisfied with himself. Kantos.
Yes.
One random thing you do feel though is you come down to breakfast and you start getting some food, and you have a really odd feeling like you're forgetting something.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. What?
Did you leave the stove on? Did you what happened? Like there's something.
It's his pants.
Am I not wearing pants?
No, you're perfectly fine right now. You're just like,
Do I have all my stuff?
yeah, all your stuff's there.
What am I forgetting?
Just note that you have that weird 404 in your head where you're like, there was something, but I can't remember it.
Where's the lady? Did she bounce?
Yeah, she eventually bounced come morning.
Okay. Doing the walk of shame, I guess.
Oh no, there was no walk of shame. It was she got up, stretched, pretty much undressed, still not dressed, and then she's just like, thanks for the evening, and she just opens up a closet, and it's like a portal to the winter. She shuts the door, and it's gone.
Frickin' Faye, man.
She fucking Narnia'd out of there.
Okay.
You go to open up the closet again, and it's just a closet, and you're like, shit.
All right. So now I'm paranoid that I forgot something in the Feywild.
Yep.
Ugh.
See, this is why you're not supposed to eat in the Feywild.
Oh.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
There's a lot of things you're not supposed to do.
I think I did at least 40 of them.
Yeah.
You probably broke some laws too.
Human laws, sure.
So, Dandelion comes down after her breakfast. She's looking like she always does. We impress upon her that we've done everything. We're ready to go. She opens up a portal. Actually, she doesn't open the portal. She calls over her court magicians, and they open a portal for you. But she also says, if you guys want to stay, she would make accommodations for you. But if you insist on leaving, she thanks you for your time and wishes you well.
We'll see you next summer, I guess.
Shard's don't give her any ideas. And he just kind of backs out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just jet.
Yeah.
We're going to bounce.
Bounce me out.
All right, what did I forget?
A lot.
Part of your soul.
You
Cool.
didn't get a trinket from your actual girlfriend or something like that, did you? That might be magically enchanted.
I don't think so. Did I?
Maybe he's now cursed with always thinking that he's forgotten something.
Oh, sweet.
That'd be such a bad curse.
I have a toy soldier in my inventory, and the description for it is finds and cracks nuts.
Yeah, we got that as a knickknack.
Right.
Because we went and bought the mystery boxes because we thought they were hilarious.
That's right. Yeah, I don't think I... Damn it.
The mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat.
It could be, hey, you forgot something important in the Feywild.
Well, we come back. We're in Eastspire at least. Maybe not exactly where we got picked up from, but we got dropped off at least in town. We make our way back to our headquarters and, come in and check in with Yudo. And Yudo's like, where the fuck have you guys been?
Feywild.
He's like, yeah, I kind of figured that out. We had someone scribe for where you guys were, and we picked up that you guys were in the Feywild, but like, you guys have been gone a while.
How long has it been?
How long?
It's been like a month.
What?
It's been like 3 days, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, time works weird in the Feywild. That's what I feared. I didn't want to come in after you because I'd probably be stuck in the same time loop.
Yeah, probably better you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, so, welcome back. Bad news is you guys were gone for a month. Good news is that because you guys are gone for a month, I hired a couple new hires and they're currently off doing some other jobs.
Neat.
What's their names?
I have them. I just don't have them in front of me.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And
I
also
hope so.
Stewie.
I had this bad feeling Daryl's already planning to get rid of our replacements.
Well,
No,
I
they're
have
not
no idea what you're
replacements.
talking
They're like he admits they're not full-on level 5 adventurers or whatever you want to call that in game terms. But for some fledgling adventurer people, they were able to fill in those, clean out the sewer requests.
Entry level
Yeah, some entry-level position.
with 5 years experience.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, of course.
Cool. So yeah, that was the fun little which I originally wasn't going to do a time thing, but then we hadn't played for like 6 months.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, this would be kind of funny. So other things to wrap up. Let's see. So 2 things. A, Contos, you are hanging out around the guy.
Yep.
And as we kind of settle back in and get caught up on the month's events and the new adventurers whose names I will provide, this lady shows up looking for you.
What, this lady?
No, a lady.
Hey, lady.
You've never seen her before, but she just strolls right in and comes up to you like she knows you, and you have no idea who the fuck this lady is.
Huh. Hi.
She's like, Kanto's like, you've been gone for like a month. Like, told you I'd find you if you got away, but like, you can't just go to another plane of existence.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Is this the thing I forgot?
Yeah, you have no idea who the hell this lady is.
There was some shenanigans in the Feywilds, and I actually don't know who you are.
She's just like, looks really pissed off and like,
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I do know what happened, but...
But I'm not going to tell you exactly about it.
Yes. Okay.
okay. So for the moment, she kind of steams off and like leaves. She's like, this guy leaves for a month, comes back, says he doesn't even know who I am. And she kind of storms off.
As she's storming out, Daroth sort of interrupts her and is like, he actually probably doesn't know who you are. We spent some time around some high fae. They like to play pranks. Like, don't take it personally. I don't know. If you know any magic, you might be able to help him recover. But yeah, he's not lying.
She looks a little bit better about it, but she's still mad. And she's like,
So I come down, I'm like, hey, who is that lady? I have no idea who she is. But I
She's your
pissed her
girlfriend.
off something fierce. Huh?
She's your girlfriend.
Oh. Yeah,
Guess
that's not good.
You're like convinced that Darroth's pulling your leg.
You're shitting me. There's no way. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm a bard.
Yeah, about that. I'm just gonna let you figure that one out. But
Okay.
I wasn't lying.
Can I take a stab at this to remember some arcane stuff about, hey, maybe memory modification?
Sure.
Yeah, it might be just a little beyond me.
Yeah, you're not sure how to fix it, but you know doing the snoo with an archfey generally has some sort of side effect.
I mean, you did express concern about the fact that you had a girlfriend, and apparently her solution was to make that not a problem anymore.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yep.
I'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much what I had for tonight. The only question I have for you guys coming up to help me plan what to put into Roll20, of the side quests, of which we have 6,
Jesus.
which one do we want to do next so I can prepare notes? Well, I have notes, but I need to prepare Roll20.
The only one I remember is the Spectre Bros that gave us like a lucky amulet.
Mm-hmm.
The Wildcat tribe?
Yeah.
At all.
That one involves fighting hags, I think. It's all in the there's a handout with the side quests. We actually started writing all this shit down like smart people. Excuse me.
Oh.
Isn't there also, like, stuff I can still follow up on for my backstory of, like, how the hell did the guy originally get one of those Farsarni gems?
Yeah, there's some loose end stuff you can do, but we didn't write it down as like a full-on side quest. So like when we have downtime, you can roll investigation or your Tome of Trivia. Or...
Okay.
I'm down for the Spear Peaks for Lasarkil's treasure. Or the Wildcat tribe.
What is that noise?
That
Stop
is
it.
Are you sounding the horns of Mordor?
The beacons are lit.
Okay, she paused for
The
now.
armies are set forth.
I'm down with the Wildcat tribe.
All right, we'll start off with that.
Wildcats.
In game, we have a better idea of where that is.
Yeah.
From where we got the quest, and the goats kind of pointed out where to go. Whereas the Spear Peaks would be like all right, we're packing for some overland travel for quite some time.
Yeah.
There's also Hatter's corpse just chilling at the cathedral.
Should we?
All right. Yeah, we don't have a means to speak with dead yet, right?
You were going to potentially pay to get speak with dead.
Yeah. I think money was the main problem.
How much money do we need?
I knew at one point. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's always hard to find the notes on that little shit. I have too many pages of notes.
Third. Let me look up spellcasting services for that. I remember it wasn't super immensely expensive. It was more of a last time we were in a rush to finish up Lucan's thing, and then we got sucked into the Feywild.
Yep.
So yeah, it looks like Speak with Dead is about 100 gold.
Oh, okay. I think we can do that between us.
Yeah, I think we have plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do that next time and then go off and do the hags.
All right.
Yeah, there's no time limit on how long the corpse can be there. It just has to still be somewhat whole.
Okay. Well, did we have someone like gentle repose it or something, or?
Yeah,
You
I think I can do that.
Yeah, that like stops it from decaying, but also prevents it from being used at necromancy or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We also put them in like the church basement where it's a nice cold.
Oh yeah. It's also been
How
like a
long
month though, so this fucking.
How long does that last though?
Speak with dead.
No, the
Or gentle repose is like
I think it's permanent. Yeah.
long-term effect.
Yeah, let me-
Yeah.
It's like every year of real time affects the corpse as if a day had passed.
Yeah, you touch a corpse or other remains for the duration. The target is protected from decay and can't become undead. 10 days
Oh. Okay.
for one cast, and it's a second level spell.
Right. Earlier editions, it was like you preserve this corpse with like
Yeah.
you did the embalming fluid.
Oh, also in that case, I almost certainly don't have that. Sorry, I thought I must be thinking of a different character.
We might have thrown some money for a gentle repose, but
Yeah.
it's fine. So yeah, we'll go talk to Hatter, which should be funny.
Hey, dead guy.
Hey, that guy, tell me about the stuff.
Tell me about the quest you were connected with, because we totally forgot it.
Totally forgot. Yeah, it's been like 6 months. Hey, dude. I totally forget what I was supposed to ask.
Yeah.
Come on, open. I have scratch notes for this. So, to help you remember so you can ask questions for next week, Hatter was a notorious middleman for all sorts of dealings in the city, known to be a trustworthy fixer who never gives up clients or his agents in the city. He spends about one night a week in a cell, but a guard can never get enough information to catch him. You were going to talk to him after the assassin lady tried to kill you?
Oh, right, because we thought he knew who hired her or something
Right,
like
that was Dareth's thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That lady just shanked you, and you were like, "What the hell? What are you doing?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Or your sword woke up, right, and was like, "Hey, cut that shit out." I stabbed a guy, and he just yelled at me.
Yeah, so you guys thought she was connected to the same, like some reason she was connected to Zach's vengeance. And you guys went to go talk to her middleman after doing some digging. And you went to go find him, and he was already killed.
Dun dun dun.
Like a dick.
Oh, this is going to be. Also, no gentle repose is like 5 questions.
Or speak with dead.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, speak with dead is 5 questions. I have prepared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
All right.
7 responses.
Dave, your guy's a divine caster, right?
Kinda.
Kind of.
I'm not a very good caster.
Okay.
Why?
No, I was just like, I wonder if we had your guy do it, and then I'm like, no, you probably didn't have it.
Mm-mm. I have a very limited spell list and spell slots.
Yeah. Anyway.
I have a bunch of cantrips and I don't know how. Oh, I know how I got them. Yeah, I still have only first level slot.
Rough.
It's all right. I'm one of the rogues around that can do cure wounds. But yeah. Additional notes is that you guys found a note on Hatter's corpse. Said KOL calls for your services to silence a gold dragonborn that has been asking too many questions about the Gold Rune family incident. We believe he goes by the name of Daroth. He's frequently in the company of the wizard Yudo and his new adventuring company. Send one of your best and you'll be paid 4 times your normal fee as a hazard pay. Our courier will be along in 2 days to collect proof and proper payment. Destroy this letter immediately.
Immediately wasn't fast enough.
He just didn't do it. He keeps his records.
Right. Maybe that's why he was killed.
Could have been killed for many a reason.
Womp womp. Anyway.
So yeah, that's my refresher course for you guys.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Cool. Thank you guys. It's been a while since I DM'd, so hopefully things will pick up and be more smooth next week.
Yay.
Yeah. It was good.
I was hoping that Feywild thing was going to be a very quick, like, July 4th, like, game.
And then we just didn't play for like...
Yeah.
It was good. It was a fun diversion.
We also didn't start it till, like, August, September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But no, it was a fun little diversion.
Yeah.
It's always fun to do, something a little different.
Yeah, I like this one because it had a bunch of random stuff it ties into Fey items. There's random things that could have happened to you guys if you guys didn't know a bunch of stuff about the Feywild and just decided, like, I'm going to pop into this bakery and just eat a pie because it smells delicious. And it's like, all right, well, now you got wings. Like,
now an owlbear explodes out of your stomach.
yeah. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I'm going to go help Kate down in the basement. And then I got to get to bed for work tomorrow.
Yep.
Righto.
Later.
See you guys.
Lighters.